Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube? Playing some Erlang Shen today, and this is a rough one, man. This is a rough one. Okay, so long story short, if you guys don't watch the Twitch streams, you may not know that the Morrigan is my least favorite character in the entire game. Like, not in the sense of like to play, because I think she's like somewhat reasonably fun to play. I play her here and there, rarely, but the point is I hate her so much. Like, I hate going against her. I think she's one of the most bogus kits that have ever come to Smite. I think she should legitimately be removed from the game. Now, do I actually think she ever will get removed from the game? No. It's not one of those things where, like, I'm starting a petition and trying to, make people do it. I don't think she'll ever be removed from the game. Hyra's put too much work into her, and she's too old, whatnot, right? But, yeah. Long story short, I hate this character, man. I hate going against it so much. Every single time I go against it on stream, I kind of talk like I do right now, where I'm just like, oh, here we go, here we go. And there's a few notable ones that like stream snipe people, allegedly, allegedly stream snipe people, and also are just very good, like Dino. There's another one, I'm trying to remember his name. I think it's an M name. Dude, I feel so bad for forgetting his name, but... What was it, man? It's like Materia or something like that. But anyways, the point is there's quite a few Morrigan mains that play really boring, and oh wow. So yeah, as I was saying, most Morrigan players are really annoying to go against in every single facet. Hate going against them very much, very annoying. Don't get me wrong, like really bad Morrigan players probably aren't that much of a threat, but in my experience, like this guy right here, and well, I'm trying not to be as offensive as I can, but this guy right here, for example, is a good example of it, where it's like, usually I'm used to going against like some of the best Morgans, you know? Okay. And I don't usually ever go against bad Morgans, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not really used to it, but yeah, he's just going to invade my buffs. Nothing I can do about it. My dog is popping off. I'm sorry if you can hear that. There's just nothing I can do about her wave clear in the early game. And she has better buff secure than me too. And she's going to stop my... Oh, I'm already getting annoyed. I'm already getting annoyed. This is so infuriating. I hate the Morrigan so much, dude. I hate... I mean, people ask all the time, like, why do I hate her so much? And by the way, I mean, like, in all modes. Like, I hate her in Conquest. I hate her in Arena. I hate her in Duel. I hate facing her. I think she's genuinely just a bad kit for the entire game and should be removed. And I'm not going to explain every single detail about it because I don't want to rant forever. But long story short, like, I just think she's stupid. I think stealth is one of the dumbest things that have ever come to the game. I think her ability to one-shot people late game while in stealth is stupid. I think being able to turn into the highest, like, damaging god in the game, you know, like, if they're in your game, right? And also, while also being able to turn into a tank, in Conquest, right? Like, she just has so much versatility and so much bogus stuff that's just very unfun to go against. It's very unfun to play against, and I hate her so much. And also, the players who play her are usually, like, the weirdest people on the planet Earth, so... She could just keep spamming her 2 at me here. I'm just trying to get this XP over the wall. I mean, she's stacking her tablet, though. I'm kind of letting her stack it by doing this. But, like, I need a buff, man. I would like to have a buff. Oh my god, dude. These players are so cringe, man. Holy crap, dude. There's nothing worse in this game. Like, I promise you, there's nothing worse than a Morrigan player. Like, I would rather go against 1,000 Bastets, 1,000 Lokis, 1,000 Aphrodite. There is nothing worse in existence than the Morrigan players. It is so frustrating, man. I'm sorry, I was texting someone. Trying to get them to make the dog calm down because they're out there in the living room. I mean, what a weird fight, dude. What a weird fight. I didn't even know if I was supposed to go in there or not, to be honest with you, but... Alright, well, we cleared the wave. We successfully cleared the wave before her one time. And he's going tablet, man. Like, this is a really bad build, by the way. You should not be going tablet. It's just I know this guy. He almost always plays Tiamat. I've played against this Tiamat quite a few times. And, yeah, he always goes tablet. I think I'm dead, man. Oh, she missed, thank God. Like, dude, like, I don't know, maybe I'm coping, but does this not just look like the most cringe thing in existence? Like, does this not look infuriating to you guys? You also gotta understand, I've lost to the Morrigan like 20 times. I've won against the Morrigan like 50 times. Like, I went against this a lot, and so part of my like pent up anger, my leg's even shaking, dude, that's how angry I am. Part of my pent up anger comes from the fact that I've seen this happen so many times. Like, I know how this ends, I know how this goes. I've seen it, like, it's like, I've seen the end of this movie before, you know what I mean? So it's just so frustrating seeing it. But this guy is not, like I said, he's not an amazing player, to say the least. So I have no doubt that I'll be able to catch him out and do some stuff later. Polynomicon, like, this is not the Morrigan build, bro. They almost all build the exact same thing because it's just so good. So to not build it is almost just like incredibly troll. I tried to stun. I tried to root her out of distance with the stun. To be honest with you, I'm not like trying to kill her with that ult or anything like that. It's just all of the buffs are down. Besides, I don't know where Chester is. And I'm not worried about that side camp. But for the most part, all of the buffs are down right now. So I'm not really concerned with what's it called? My ult being down. Because I don't have anything to fight for soon. That me ulting there was legitimately me just trying to be able to clear the wave, man. I think I'm gonna back for a power push in here and try to snowball. Even though I'm getting utterly owned right now, but I'm trying to stop getting owned is the idea here. And I think Genji's is actually very good here, specifically, because, well, when she turns into me, she doesn't get any value from the Genji's proc itself, you know? Whereas, like, if I had a Pestilence or something like that, he would be able to anti-heal me as Erlang, which would not be good. He would actually get use out of it. And if I went Shoguns, he would obviously get use out of that, attacking me with the attack speed, right? So the idea here is I'm going to go Genji's because it's actually pretty good in the sense of, like, if I blink on him and use my abilities up front, they'll be on cooldown, and then he can hit me with something, and then my abilities will come back up sooner, which allows me to fight myself with my abilities again, or, you know, when he turns into me. Or I can use it to run away, right? I'll have my cooldowns back to kite myself. That's a very common thing. You either fight, you know, you fight yourself when they turn into you, or you kite it, basically. Okay, well, she just used that. I don't really know what she's doing. I guess she thought she transformed. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. But, like, the fact that this game is already this annoying, and this dude isn't even good at the Morrigan, or even a good player in general. Like, I'm really trying not to be, like, super mean about this guy, you know, because he's never done anything wrong to me. He's never, like, said anything mean to me or anything like that. It's just, I'm trying not to be mean, but I'm also trying to tell the truth. And the truth of the matter is, this guy is, like, never really been a challenge for me to beat. He's right here. Yeah. I heard where he was, but I was missing the autos, apparently. I'm gonna poke this thing down just a little bit. I will say this matchup isn't terrible. which I kind of assumed from the beginning, but this matchup isn't terrible. Like, the early game is terrible. But the thing about this matchup is, usually the Morrigan struggles a bit more against people that, first of all, can't, like, jump on her and abuse her very often, which Erlang's pretty good at chasing and whatnot. But also, she's bad against defensive characters. Maybe not bad, maybe that's a bad choice of words. But she's worse against very defensive characters. So, like, and Erlang's pretty defensive. That goes into my Genji's argument earlier that I was trying to make, where it's like I use my abilities to go in, and then she turns into me, and hopefully my Genji's procs, and I get another 3, or I can ult her and just survive. And so it's like my character either 1 has a good way of fighting back against my own character, or 2 running away from it. Like Heimdall, for example, is a very defensive character. Himdalir, I should say, whatever his name is. So it's like I don't think this matchup is terrible by any means. Also, I don't even know. I think he was like lagging out earlier because I don't know what I didn't even mention it, but I don't know what he was doing that fight. Okay. Also, Erlang has a hard time getting away from Erlang, you know, apparently. Apparently, which goes against what I was saying earlier about me being able to run away. But I do think so, like, especially if he uses his, like, the only way he can kill me as Erlang is if he uses his 3 on me, and if he uses his 3 on me, there's a decent chance my 3 is going to come back up in a few seconds, and I can dash away, and his dash will be down, right? So, but I didn't have to use my 3 to force his stuff, which is great for me, so. Absolutely fantastic.
From the greatest magma chambers, only to be
also, hopefully you guys can't hear this. I don't even know what that is in the background. Like, I want to say it kind of sounds like a lawnmower, but I don't think it is a lawnmower. I think it's something else. It's like it's just like heavy machinery down the street. I think that maybe like getting rid of trees or something. Okay. Yeah, so thankfully this guy has absolutely no idea what he's doing on the Morrigan, like genuinely no clue. And he turns kind of like he's playing on a controller, you know, no offense to my console homies, but he does kind of turn like he's playing a controller. I find interesting. Maybe he is a controller player.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
Well, I don't think I mentioned earlier about my transcendence, by the way. Maybe I did. I don't remember if I did or not, because this is like my second or third take trying to get a decent recording. So I don't remember if I explained it or not, but the reason why I'm going transcendence is because I'm against a mage and I'm trying to do a lot of burst damage, but also because I wanted to show you guys this like a tech. It's not like secret tech, but it is tech, which is just oboe, right? Oboeing the Titan. And oboeing the Titan has been something I've done and a lot of people have done for a very long time. It's no secret. And transcendence oboe isn't a secret either, especially if you're looking at like I'm probably just gonna back here for my oboe. If you're looking at Vamana loves transcendence oboe. You're wondering how do they synergize, right? Well, transcendence has a ton of power, which increases your attack power overall by a pretty considerable amount, and oboe scales off your attack power. So the little lightning bolts that go off, basically, long story short, transcendence makes the lightning bolts hit harder, which is very good for killing the Titan and for killing enemy gods while trying to kill the Titan, for example. And maybe we can show you guys that here. I'll show you guys at the end of the video, by the way, because I know people are probably curious. Also, he should have went beads. I don't know why he didn't go beads. But I will show you guys what build I would go on the Morrigan and what everyone goes on the Morrigan, pretty much. Like, when I say everyone, I just mean like the top Morrigans that I have faced personally. You know, like if you queue on NA servers or something, or EU servers or something rather, I may not know your build, and your build's probably fine too, but like I'll just show you the only build I see and the build I think is good for the Morrigan, because I bet you guys are pretty curious and whatnot. Alright, hopefully we can show you guys how strong this front dooring is. Look how much damage he's taking. Look at how much damage he is taking, dude. Wait, is it not? It doesn't show me the Titan damage for the oboe? Because it shows me I did 800 damage to him with oboe, but it doesn't show me the Titan. It definitely did more to the Titan than it did to him. But either way, it shows you guys how fast you can smelt that Titan. Now, this entire build actually is designed. Let me tab out to well, let me tab out to mute the thing. This entire build though actually is designed to kill the Titan, honestly. Aside from the defense, doesn't really matter what you go. And, well, okay, never mind. I shouldn't say the entire build, because I just go Demon Blade for fun, because I think crit is really, really strong. But, like, technically you can't crit the Titans, so I can't say that that is the reason, or that's Titan Central, right? But this Transcendence is for the Titan and for burst damage. This XE is for the Titan because the proc, as opposed to, like, or actually, I don't know about Dominance, but Serrated Edge, for example, I'm pretty sure is only pen against gods. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's only pen against gods. And the Executioner works on the Titan, right? So Trans plus Xe plus Oboe goes absolutely insane on the Titan. And obviously this guy right here, I'm going to probably keep this recording, as you guys know, because you're listening to me right now. And what I will say is this guy didn't play super well at all. But I'm going to keep it because I think it's an interesting matchup. And I think it's interesting me getting annoyed and stuff, even though I didn't like rage, but me getting annoyed. And it shows you guys how strong this build is. And it also gives me a chance to show you guys the Morrigan build, which I talked about. By the way, what would my last item have been there, actually, before I jump into that? My last item here would have been probably like Serrated, or I think Serrated would be fine. I think Boomerang would be fine, and I think Deathbringer would be fine. All of those would be fine. It just depends on what your style is, what you're going for there. And since I'm going for the front door, even double defense would have been fine. Last item there, I think. Now, as far as the Morrigan goes, what most people build on her, and the reason why I hate her so much, which I am not trying to encourage people to play her, because she's super annoying. And I know that this game probably didn't demonstrate that very much, but he built completely wrong and played wrong. Like I think I almost want to say he was lagging some of the times. He was just kind of standing there allowing me to hit him. I'm not really sure. And he also had really weird transformations. But so you go boom, boom. And obviously if you're against a magical, you get Genjis instead of breastplate. Here, I'll put this down here. Boom, Genjis instead of breastplate. Boom, boom, boom. And then if you need anti-heal like really badly, you probably get it here. I don't know, that's up for debate, but you definitely go Typhons and Rod. So this would probably be your build on every single game, with the exception of if you don't need anti-heal, which is actually quite rare. You would, you know, if you look here at the bottom left, you would be going Poly into Typhons into Rod. But you could go Doom Orb for movement speed. I think movement speed is very powerful, but you could also just go more into the power option, lean more into your lifesteal. So one option is to go Bancrofts for this. Hold on. You could actually go last item Bancrofts, or even like you could go Bancrofts here and get then last item Rod to Hoodie. And this glyph is actually pretty good. I will say this build is very solid. But one alternative build that could be better, you know, also depends on your playstyle, how much you value movement speed and stuff like that. You could also just actually get the Calamitous Rod. Or not the Calamitous, oh, you know, it is the Calamitous one. The Meteor Rod, boom. And so that way you have a little thing that falls down from the sky when you hit them with your 1. And also when you hit them with your 2 as well, it's just they're not CC'd, so they might not stand in the rocket or the meteor. But you could go boom and Doom Orb. Or, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could go Doom Orb into this. So, like, the build does have some variations, but for the most part, your core is always the same. Like, for example, these 4 items right here are always the same. This is what you do every single game, in my opinion. But I mean, I guess if you want anti-heal, you could do that. But anti-heal is actually in your core, now that I think about it. If they have healing, it's always going to be in your core build. It's just if they don't have healing. But rarely they don't, so it's really up to you. But yeah, I mean, I think this build right here rocks. I think you could go this and be fine. I think you could go Bancroft's last, it'd be fine. I think you got options. It's mainly the first 5 items that you don't really have options on. Again, unless they don't have healing, in which case it's the first 4 items, and then you just build whatever you want, right? With these 3 honorable mention items, I should put this thing down here as well. Might as well. Boom. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy watching the video. This is a bit of a weird one. Again, I don't really know what that guy was doing. He was kind of just letting me kill him half the time, but I will take it, dude, because it allows me to clickbait a little bit and be like, I had to face my least favorite god, or I don't know, whatever the title and whatnot's going to be, right? But again, I got very lucky, and he wasn't very amazing. One thing I will show you guys real quick before we hop off. Dude, I just don't understand this game sometimes. Like, why does this not work? Okay, maybe I just had to do that. Dino and Matheria. These 2 guys right here are absolutely cracked. I'm not saying they're unbeatable by any means, because I'm actually pretty sure all 3 of Dino's losses are to me. I think I beat his Morrigan with Naja twice, and then recently I beat it with something else. I don't remember what it was. Oh, it was Set. So they're not unbeatable, but I do get beat by Dino a lot playing the Morrigan because it tilts me, and it's just so annoying, man. What an annoying character. While the guy I went against this game didn't do so hot and he didn't build correctly, that does not mean you shouldn't fear the Morrigan and Duel. It's one of the most painful experiences of all time. I hope you guys did enjoy watching the video. Bit of a weird one, I guess. Maybe this was a bad video. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.